It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. For the 76ers, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops, too. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Oh, okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you.
I
understood it. I understood
All right.
it.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off, coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Marquise Chris. This game for him, just his second game with his new team. Still a feeling-out period for him right now.
You know, the trade you were talking about, it's not front-page news, but I really believe that it could pay huge dividends for this team in the future.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The forwards are Osman and Love. Sexton is out there with Clarkson. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Clarkson. Shoots over Redick, and that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Cavs.
Well, guys, when you talk about some of the great turnarounds for a franchise in NBA history, the process for the 76ers has paid dividends. They went from 10 wins in 2016 to 52 wins last year.
Thompson against Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Butler. Cavaliers with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
Yeah, carelessness. That's what it was. I mean, slinging all kind of risky passes and dribbling with no purpose. I call that treadmill dribbling. You're moving but not going anywhere. You can't win that way.
Now, here's McConnell. Redick with the three. Sexton grabs the board. And the steps, Clark, the 76ers have taken. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, this is really the ideal situation to have if you're the Sixers. I mean, this team's built to last and still has good draft assets and flexible cap space. I mean, come on. That's an abundance of riches there.
The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And there's the pass to Embiid. And the wide open shot from Redick. The 76ers again can't hit it. Pass to Sexton. And stolen by McConnell. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That's his first foul. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. To the paint. Redick finds Embiid.
And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one.
I tell you, Joel Embiid possesses remarkable talent. I mean, this big guy is graceful and strong. He's a real matchup problem for everybody.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Sexton with it. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
Really like seeing Embiid exert his will, be assertive here. I mean, getting whatever shot he wants inside.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Passes to Osman. That one misses. Great D that time from Redick. Free throw line jump shot. That's good from Harris on the assist by Embiid. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Clarkson kicks to Osman. Over McConnell. Here's Thompson. Left side, Love. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
The 76ers leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Now, here's McConnell, guarded closer. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
J.J. Redick's jumper is wet, has been for a long time. He does not hesitate when it comes to taking these types of shots.
Now, here's Sexton. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. To end the run, trying to get open is Thompson, and the layup good by Sexton.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Harris passes to Embiid, and it's in there. Embiid's got 6 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by McConnell. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
First free throw is good. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. He almost led them to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
The 76ers leading by 4. And stolen by Sexton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. 5th, Joel Embiid.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Free throw good, Sexton. Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs around this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams. And it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championships to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
Pass to Redick. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And checking out the numbers for Clarkson, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 14 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Inside, here's Sexton. Great D that time from Redick. The 76ers leading. Harris kicks to Butler. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Osman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
Harris outside. Three-pointer. Cans it from downtown. Harris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball forwards.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Knight's checked in. Sexton kicks to Osman. Butler with the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. And a wide open look for Simmons. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Simmons got his first points of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Knight. The pass to Osman over Butler. Here's Thompson. Here's Osman. Here's Sexton. 8 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. And another miss by Cleveland.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Here's Embiid. Harris, good. Harris has got 7 points.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Love in the post, guarded by Harris. Love, no luck.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. Looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause a miss.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Sexton. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And stolen by Simmons. Harris outside. Kicks to Embiid. Feeds it to Johnson. A second chance effort. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night. Now, here is Knight. No points in the game yet for him. Down low. And that one's good. Osman.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Sounds like shooting is what he's concerned with most early on.
Yeah, they're looking for a controlled, patient offense today, and the key to that will be shot selection.
You know, if that's where they're focused on effective shooting, they'd be really smart to get it inside as much as possible. Get those high-quality looks in the paint area.
No good from Simmons.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Clark, certain guys just keep adding to their game every year, even to the point where it's now surprising how far they've developed and evolved.
Yeah, and that's fun to watch when you see guys that start at one point in their careers and then continue just to expand and improve their game. Victor Oladipo comes to mind. Obviously, I keep an eye on my former team, the Pacers, quite closely, and his growth is really fun to watch. Kyle Lowry became more of a three-point shooter after being primarily a driver early in his career. Chris Middleton. I know Giannis gets a ton of attention in Milwaukee, but Chris Middleton really has expanded his game to the point of being all-star caliber, and I think will be an all-star at some point.
Marjanovic checked in for Philadelphia. Ennis comes in for Tobias Harris. Cleveland also making some changes. Henson's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Larry Nance is subbed in for Kevin Love. Good on the second free throw. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 9-point game. Simmons with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, Philadelphia.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And Sexton slams it in.
And a lethal slasher. Sexton does a great job of finding angles to the basket. Has that great burst to get to the rim.
Here's Simmons. That shot off, and Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Osman. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
And Simmons kicks to Butler. Back to Simmons. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer, Butler. The rebound by Nance. And so Knight will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 7. The shot's good from Henson.
And Henson very aware of his surroundings, knowing the defense can't block his shot when he's this close to the bucket, takes his time and makes it happen.
Now here's Simmons. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. They get it again, and the shot goes in. 8 points for Jimmy Butler.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Sexton with it. Guarded by Simmons.
And, you know, we all remember Simmons' chase down block on Steph Curry. This guy is a fantastic defender.
From down in the low post, it goes. And now a 9-point Philadelphia lead. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Sexton has it in the corner. And they're on the break. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Well, I like the activity of Simmons. He's a dogged defender, and as a result, he's able to come away with the steals.
And here's Nance. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey and his goals.
Just to be a rotation player. I know I got better. I know I worked hard to get here, to stay here, and just be able to knock down the shot and the 3. I want to shoot the ball 40% and above.
And with the importance of the 3-ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers, guys.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
And you know what, Greg? It looks like they have an advantage there. I mean, I liked how they've made an effort, really a concentrated effort, to hit that glass.
On the court for Cleveland, Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Sexton is out there with Brandon Knight, and it's Henson in at center. And the first one drops. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championships, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA Buckeye.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough. Didn't play long enough.
Here's Knight. 76ers getting the bucket. He kicks to Sexton. Back to Knight. Looking for Henson. He gets it there. Cleveland moving the ball around. The shot by Knight, no good. The 76ers leading by 13. Down low. Here's McConnell, and Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long, and that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
Now here's Knight. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Osman. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Osman's got 7 points in the game. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now McConnell. And Simmons kicks to McConnell. From outside the arc. And Henson pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Pass to Knight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. In the third spot, Colin Sexton.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he's always looking for the open man, Greg. Eyes seem to be all over in the back of his head as well. His arrow is definitely pointing up as a playmaker.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the 76ers.
And, you know, Brett Brown has seen it all in Philly. The good and bad times. Was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team that has great potential.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
McConnell finds Redick. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Scott. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. And the 76ers lead by 12. And Clark, you have to applaud management for the way they stuck with Brown as the team was turning things around.
Yeah, I love it, Kevin. I really do. I mean, being able to see the long-term picture and stay with a coach who you believe is the right one for your group. Very impressive work by the Sixers. You know, injuries and a lack of talent were the issue early, not the coaching. The players love Brown, and rarely are coaches afforded as much time and patience as this franchise gave Brown. I applaud him.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Here's Henson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And now here's Chris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
The inventiveness inside, even when you contest Chris, he figures out a way to score.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
That's good from Chris. And 6'10" forward Marquise Chris, the 8th overall pick in 2016 out of the University of Washington.
And you know, Kevin, it was almost like he took a step back in year 2. The guy's an athletic pogo stick, but you're going to need more than just size and leaping ability if you want to succeed in this league.
Shot clock at 6. Ennis passes to Scott. Redick for 3. It's hauled in by Fry. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against New Orleans. Here's Chris. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Nance. And finally they hit one. Nance has got his second bucket of the night.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
McConnell kicks to Marjanovic. Back to McConnell. To the middle. Here's Scott. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Nance. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
That's good from Scott. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for James Ennis. Scott hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Knight with it. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. For 3, Fry. The shot will not fall. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Redick. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Seeing the chance for a good look on the jump shot. Redick making the split-second decision to pull up and let it fly. That's heads up there.
Now here's Nance. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Chris gets the bucket. Chris has got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached this Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A. thanks. Knight kicks to Chris. Shoots over Scott. And too long on the shot. Philadelphia leading by 8. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And, you know, that's a second foul early in this quarter. I think he's got to be much more cautious in how he defends now.
Kevin Love's checked in for Larry Nance. To the inside. Stolen by Clarkson. Shoots. Love can't hit.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
Here's McConnell. Outside, Scott. In the corner, it's Harris. 5 to shoot. Here's McConnell. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Love with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-point game. Inside. Chris can't hit.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Now, here's McConnell. Harris outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris. And some changes here for the 76ers. Johnson comes in for Scott, and it's Butler in for T.J. McConnell. And Harris drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now, here is Knight. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. They get a hand on it. Johnson dishes to Harris. That one drops for him. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Now, here is Knight. Fry finds Clarkson. Misses the 3.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And here's Clarkson. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Here's Embiid in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, I tell you what, I like the clip he's shooting at. Extremely effective. If you're on defense now, you got to get the ball out of his hands.
Here's Chris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chris has got 8 points.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Well, you just love the way that J.J. Redick moves on offense. He keeps his defender occupied, constantly on the lookout for operating room to get his shot off. He comes off screens extremely well, uses angles and craftiness. Terrific off-the-ball movement by one of the best shooters in the league.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Redick in his movement on offense, Clark, most know him as a shooter, but he does so much more.
Yeah, he does. He moves well without the ball. He's a better defender than he gets credit for. He's a guy that can put it on the deck now and drive when you close out to him poorly. His game has grown really quite nicely, and we know what he is as a shooter, a laser.
And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Now, here's Redick. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Here's Harris. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Sexton the pass to Love. And now Philadelphia on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. In third, the Cavaliers.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
That's good from Harris.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Jonathan Simmons is checked in for J.J. Redick. He hits both from the stripe. The Cavaliers trail by 19. And here's Sexton. 12 points for him. Pass to Love, beyond the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, it sure is a lot of fun watching Love bury these outside shots. I mean, when he's hitting from deep, it opens up things for everybody.
Now here's Simmons. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Butler finds Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 1:58 left to play in the first half. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, so much confidence in himself, especially for a young guy. I mean, Clarkson drains it with a hand in his face.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The 76ers haven't made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
Henson's checked in for the Cavaliers. He's off on the second. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Now Sexton. 12 points for him. Here's Osman. And again, it's Cleveland.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Embiid, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Now, here's Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. Here's Henson. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Yeah, nice job that time by Henson, utilizing his size. Perfect.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Right side, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Clock at 6. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 12 points for Joel Embiid.
I tell you what, total team player. When Simmons hits the open man like this, he adds value to his team.
Here's Osman, guarded by Harris. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Butler. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And there's the call on Jetty Osman. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 8 seconds left in the first half of the game. From deep. Doesn't go that time. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Philadelphia. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. That's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. What a game it's been for Tobias Harris. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Looking at Cleveland, Jack, your thoughts?
Well, Ernie, they had a ton of fouls. Jeez. And the points they gave up at the free throw line added up in a hurry. They got to calm down during the break and play much more control in the second half.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yep, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Tobias Harris is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. Embiid, the pass to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. Sexton with it. Over to the left wing. Osman. From outside, off the mark. And now the 76ers on the break. Harris has got the ball. The quick look, no good that time. And Love's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Clarkson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Harris.
Nice, strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And with Clarkson, as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. And he lays it straight in. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Large guard loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
McConnell kicks to Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavaliers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Jimmy Butler. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging around 26 points per, almost 3.5 steals and 3 rebounds. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it, Greg, is he gets great position, then uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Harris outside. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Sexton. 12 points for him. Lets the three fly. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Cans it from downtown.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Sexton slams it in.
You know, we've seen this with Sexton in college, and he can get into a zone and just take over a game offensively.
Now Cleveland moving it up, and the shot goes in. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And the shot is good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him. The talent, the size, and you love his personality as well. But this guy has tremendous skills, and he's going to be an all-star for years to come if he's healthy.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Scott, good. Now, here's Sexton. 16 points for him. Left side, Love. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Good on the bucket. Sexton's got 18 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Now Butler. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. Butler kicks to McConnell. From the stripe, here's Scott. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Scott. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 5th assist in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by McConnell. And there's the pass to Love. Drills it from outside. Love's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Here's Osman. 11 points in the game. And here's Sexton. Fires for three. Here's Thompson, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Mind the lane.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the free throw, no good. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take, and he lives mostly inside the paint, and still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
Here's Knight. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. The three. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Knight.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, he's so creative with the ball and his ability to shake free from bigger guys to knock down those triples. Boy, that's a thing of beauty there.
Marjanovic. 76ers moving the ball around. Kept alive. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Sexton dishes to Love. Pass to Sexton. Over Harris. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Love. Love's got his 4th assist in this one. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. Kicks it to Scott. A baseline J. Sexton grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Amir Johnson's checked in for Mike Scott, and it's Ennis in for Tobias Harris. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Marquise Chris comes in for Kevin Love. Nancy's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Knight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by Sexton.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Tries it from the top of the key, and again it's Cleveland.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
McConnell with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Clarkson against Butler. He kicks it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Johnson's got 5 points so far. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 14-6 run. Sexton the pass to Nance. Now Chris. 8 points for him. From beyond the arc, another 3 for Cleveland.
The touch is there. Next comes the consistency. Chris wants to be seen as a threat from deep.
Now here's McConnell. Outside Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character. Has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
The free throw drops for Butler. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with the baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now, here's Butler. 14 points for him. Passes it to Marjanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Quickly, let's bring up the list of the top rookie three-point bombers in the NBA. In the third spot, Colin Sexton.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
You know, we've seen recently more and more guys enter the league with that refined long-range stroke. It's indicative of how important the three-point shot is in the game. And this guy's amongst the best of them. You can't underestimate the value he brings as a shooter.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Ennis kicks to Butler. To the middle, here's Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And now here's Chris. 11 points in the game. The shot's good from Henson.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson kicks to Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Nance. First one falls for him. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Marjanovic. And Ennis drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Chris kicks to Clarkson. 1:33 left in the third quarter. From 11 feet away, Johnson with the block.
Excellent defensive commitment that time from Johnson. He's always there and present.
They get the rebound. A nice shot by Embiid.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the board.
Here's Chris after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by McConnell. And good that time. Clarkson's got 13.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Now here's Ennis. The feed to Butler. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Well, I tell you what, he's not going to give in to the defense. Butler really is ferocious. Great job finishing off these tough shots.
Here's Chris. He's got 11. Here's Sexton. The rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Here's Sexton. Got a piece of it, but he recovers it. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Cavaliers trail by 11. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Sexton is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Nance. Then it's John Henson. And it's Chris in at the 5, down low. Scooped up. To the paint. Here's Butler. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Henson. Nance, right side. Clock at 6. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Off target from outside. Stolen by Henson. Pass to Chris. No good. Johnson with the defensive effort. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris is checked in. Jetty Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The 76ers leading by 13. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Embiid inside, working on Henson. Bucket is good. 18 points for Joel Embiid.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. The pass to Butler. Shoots over Clarkson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Down by 12.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
And Reddick kicks to Butler. Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Nance.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
No good on that one. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. A switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now, here's Sexton, covered by Reddick. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Fires the three, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And it's Butler missing. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Sexton dishes to Thompson. Pass to Clarkson. Cleveland moving it around. Sexton kicks to Henson. Over in the corner, Osman. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Offensive rebound. Scott, and Thompson sends it back. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Sexton, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the nature of the beast, Sexton is just constantly in attack mode, looking to make a play.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with it's infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded. Scott finds Butler. Scott up top. Butler on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, I think Butler had a pretty good mid-range game coming in. You know, he was drafted 30th back in 2011.
Clarkson passes to Thompson. Out to the right wing. Here's Love. The shot from the low post is good.
So impressive how quick Love gets his shot off, Kevin. I mean, even when the defense is on him, he knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Now here's Butler. Harris outside. Back to Butler. Reddick against Clarkson. Now here's Reddick. T right on him. Harris. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Harris has got 30 points.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
Clarkson passes to Sexton. And Butler sends it back.
No denying it. Butler, a superb defender. Really does a nice job using his length to turn shots away.
Now here is Harris. After Colin Sexton's miss.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Kicks it to Clarkson. And they pick up 2.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Reddick bounce pass. Harris outside. Right side, Butler. Over Sexton, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now, here's Sexton. Here's Clarkson. Love. And Love with his second chance points. Love's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and his offensive rebounding numbers have dropped off a little bit the last few years, but Love still works hard down low and gets his share of putbacks.
Reddick with the bucket.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And Philadelphia making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Now, here's Clarkson. Sexton dishes to Clarkson. Shoots over Redick, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Mesmerizing and stupefying the defense. Clarkson carves out space from mid-range.
McConnell kicks to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now, here's Sexton. Passes it to Osman. Looking for Clarkson. He gets it there. Butler with the steal. Pass to McConnell. Back to Butler. He kicks to Embiid. Here's McConnell. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Philadelphia leading by 12. McConnell finds Butler. From the line, and he hits the jumper for 2. Butler's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Clarkson passes to Thompson. Back to Clarkson. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Sexton. Can't hit that one. Good D by Embiid.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Clarkson after J.J. Redick's bucket. Clarkson kicks to Love. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 16-point game. Clarkson against Redick. The pass to Harris. Pass to McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. They get it back. Tries again. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
One shot. One shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. Here's Sexton. We know Clark fans want to see star players. It's been a hot topic around the league. The league has added rules, in fact, that now prohibit resting guys on certain nights.
Yeah, I think that's important, that players have a real understanding of their responsibility. I understand trying to balance the rest versus the wear and tear over course of. That's another reason I propose a shorter season. I don't think you'd end up with this kind of controversy or debate. But I thought the league was right in requiring, I mean, your responsibility is to play all the games you're available to play in, unless you're injured. And I think it's important that guys take that responsibility seriously. And it's a responsibility they have to themselves, to the team, the organization, and the fans.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Philadelphia leading by 17. Passes it to Clarkson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Redick's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tobias Harris.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Sexton with it. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And that one hits back iron. Now, here's McConnell. He's covered closely. To the middle. Harris inside. He's guarded by Love. Harris, no good. Osman kicks to Sexton. Thompson, high post. He feeds it to Sexton. And Love has it in the corner. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
1:46 left here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's McConnell. T right on him. Floats one up. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Philadelphia.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Butler.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Now here is Harris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Marjanovic checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Butler. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Dellavedova, the pass to Nwaba. And here's Chris. Knight in the corner. Another three for Cleveland.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Simmons finds Harris. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Lets it go from deep. No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.